everybody, happy Heritage Day / Braai Day. I hope you had an unbelievable day. Hope you had your braais and a nice rest day because we're resting for the Eye of Africa Players Championship. I hope you know that. That is our story, so that we can be ready to go for this third major. Very, very important major. Many people need these ranking points to chase Frikkie down as he leads the player of the season. Well, we'll be talking about the Players Champs coming up, but we need to go back. Glenvista was the Thursday league this last Thursday, and then we had Benoni Country Club this last Sunday to wrap up the September League games. And now we are here. We've got a bit of a Ryder Cup that we're going to chat as well. And we'll look at some predictions that the guys are making. It's always nice to have a full contingency of winners on the show. And we have Rudy, if one at Glenvista. Rudy, how are you doing? Yes.
Hey, I'm great, man. I'm still like Charlie Sheen on crack, high from that win.
I'm glad. You were very excited. We'll have a look at the footage when you won. You were very excited. A moment that you said you've been working for 18 months, so it's nice when it happens.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, my goal this year was to make a couple of top tens, but it was definitely to have the golf IQ to just get at least one win. So yes, I was hungry for it, and yeah, it was just great, man.
Now you know what it's about. And I can basically say the same thing for you, Paulie. Congratulations. You got a standing ovation for your victory at Benoni. People are very happy for you. Well done, man. Tell us.
Yeah, no, it was amazing to have all the Oaks there, and just all the messages I got and the support from everybody was next level. I'm just so happy finally got it done. Also took a while, probably about 18 months, just like Rudy. Similar story. So yeah, it was good.
And it's nice that you actually played with Rudy on Thursday. So you had to see what it's like, and then you pulled it off the next day. And not only that, you played crap at Glenvista, and you played amazing at Benoni. Just shows you how golf goes, eh?
Yeah, it was funny. Actually, after the Glenvista, I did play quite badly, but the game wasn't terrible. And from that moment, like afterwards, I walked away and I just had this feeling I was going to win at Benoni. I was thinking about not playing and stuff, and then I'm like, I have to play. I just got this feeling. I played the course last year, and I thought, now we can do it. So rocked up, and yeah.
Awesome. We do have somebody else on the panel. He's sitting there very quietly with his trophy. Mr. Frikkie, welcome to the show.
Lekker, Mazo. Thank you so much. Nice to be on the show again. But yeah, it's lekker, man. Had a good day, a resting day. No braai. The braai was yesterday. So yeah, had a nap and yeah, feeling refreshed.
Awesome. Well, the boys are going to take us through the entire show. Rudy, you had your hand up. You wanted to say something?
Yeah, what was crazy, man, because I played with Paul on Glenvista, and what he was telling me on Royal Joburg, he played with George, and George won. Glenvista, he played with me, then I won. And then I was like the next one on Benoni. I don't know who he's playing with, but then he came out the winner. So let's watch who he's playing with on Eye Africa.
Yo, good point. I wonder who you are playing with. Oh, I actually know one or two of them, so they must be very, very happy. Stay tuned so you can see where you're teeing off at the Eye of Africa. Let's say hello to the boys who are watching. Kieran, how's it, dudes? He's having a watch. Thanks for watching, Kieran, as always. Let's put you over there. Andre Vessels, he's also watching. He says, hello, Amal. Frana is watching. Good evening, Ducks. It says, Ryder Cup, we can't wait. We'll be following the players on Sunday. Oh, damn, he didn't qualify. And Gladiators for the run. Sorry, Frana. Didn't even realize. Rudolph, Nant, Amal, Lucas Burke, he did qualify. Good evening. All. Frikkie says hello. Barry White, happy Heritage Day, ladies and gentlemen. As always, Hansi is watching. Jenny's watching. Where's Jenny? In the other room, Paul?
Yeah, she's in the bedroom.
Jacke Jacob says, how's it? Grant Westphal says, quack, quack, Ducks. Show off your feathers on this lovely day. Yes. And Gerard's watching. And then you have some support here. Just to finish off the comments, we've got Kieran says, Paulie.
And Rudy.
Rudy. Yes, and then Hansi says, many victories for Rudy and Paul. Well done, boys. Okay, well, let's get straight. Oh, your mate is watching as well. Rudy and Paul, well done. Let's go. Delano, thanks for watching. Awesome. Cool. Donnie's also watching. Says congratulations to the two boys who have won. I want to go straight to this as the calendar for next year. We're making great progress in filling up these gaps. This is what Sunday 1, Thursday, and Sunday 2 look like. I don't know if you can see the extras. South Downs is making a return to the calendar on the 1st of March. State Mines is still going to be there on the 12th of April. Kyle Army on the 10th of May. This is on Sunday 1. Woodhill and Acacia so far. So we almost finished Sunday 1. Thursday League. What have we added? Krugersdorp, 16th July. Irene, 17th September. Danefern, 15th October. Kyalami, 19th November. Also filling up nicely. Moving along to Sunday 2. You'll see McCoflay is back on the calendar for a bit of a chance. We're going to play there on the 19th of April. So we're going to take a bit of a drive out to McCoflay, enjoy that part of the Vaal. Hibotsi, Blue Valley, yes. Cool. So it's going. So better than I thought. Thanks for the help that I'm getting from Hansi. So taking part in booking this. Yo, Frikkie.
Hello. Can you put Krugersdorp on Sunday 2? I need a Sunday 2 title, please, man. That's the only one I still want. You know, can you put it on Sunday 2?
So we'll definitely not be putting Krugersdorp on the Sunday 2. Anyway. Let's go. Cast our minds back to Thursday. Great morning. We got there. It was fresh. The boys were excited to play. The weather was good. The course was in great condition. It was a bit windy, so we had to get used to it. It felt like we were playing against the wind most of the time. But this is how it finished up, the top 10. As you can see from the scores, it was not as easy as we thought it was. But Rudy was at one stage -6 or -7, and then came in to still secure victory. He had 2 putts for it at the end. Jaco Jacobs, great game, -1. Putted like a champion 4 times from off the green. Really helped him. But the most important thing is the 350 ranking points that he had gathered to close the gap on Frikkie again. Leon Oosthuizen played well, even par. Ronnie Volhitter +1. Then Donnie played well. Ian, Jamie, all +2. Barron +3. Well played, Barron. Delano +4. So that's what the scoring looked like. I'm going to put your scorecard in, Rudy, and then you can give us a bit of a highlight. You started on the 1st. What a great start to make 5 pars in a row.
Yeah, let me tell you about that first hole. So I've been working a bit with my coach at Ramsig. I haven't been to him in at least 8 months. And I told him I need to work on my driver a bit. I'm just not carrying 220, 230. I'm not getting a good drive. And then I've been working with him for about 2 months now. He said to me, I've literally got no movement in my hips, which you all know you need to start, moving those hips. And dude, on that first hole, my biggest drive in my life is not a lot. It was 320 was my PB longest drive. That first hole on Glenvista, I hit 340 drive in the middle of the fairway.
Wow.
And then I was
wow, that's amazing.
Today, I texted Paul after his win. I was like, dude, I'm so happy for you. Well done. And he said to me, it was funny, at Glenvista, he knew he's going to get a win very soon, either Glenvista or Benoni. And I had the same feeling at Royal Joburg. I told my wife, I think within the next two rounds, I'm going to win a comp. And she just rolled her eyes, woman it's not going to happen, whatever. Dream big. But when I hit that first drive and I got my hips turning a bit, I knew, okay, I've got the strike. But then on the second nine, I made some good holes, bad holes, but I knew the feel, it just felt good. But on the second nine, what's funny is, always not leading and chasing. You running out of holes and you're I need to make a par, I need to make a birdie. When you're leading, you feel like shit, there's still 5 holes left. I'm gonna cock this up. You want it to be over. 5 holes left feels like there's still another 18, and it's just, feels like a weight on your shoulder.
Yeah.
And Paul actually came through, man. He put his hand on my back. He's like, dude, just hang in there. You got this. Because, I don't have the golf IQ. It's my second year playing competition. And I'm the pressure's it feels like, I was telling Michael, it literally feels like you have a short circuit in your brain because you're swinging, but you're hitting you're hitting a duff with your driver. It's you don't know what's happening. It's just not working, the nerves. So I'm just glad I got through it and I got the win. And I believe going forward, those nerves will just be settled a lot more. And we can have the BMT that's Frikkie's got one day.
This was the last putt you had and you made it, no problem?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an easy putt.
That was good to watch.
Yeah, that was so cool, man. That was a good moment. I literally, that ball, I wrote on that ball my first win, and I put it in my little golf cabinet because I played the whole round with one Pro V1. Usually I lose a brand new ball, but I used a brand new ball for the whole round.
Nice.
And what's funny is on friggin' 18th hole, you can ask Paul, I hit it out of bounds, but it hit a tree and came back.
Wow.
And that scuff mark is still on that ball. And if that thing didn't come back, I would have not won that game. So
Sure,
it
it
was
would have
just
been
like the
interesting, yeah.
stars lined up. And, some days it's just meant to be, and that was meant to be.
Yeah. Fricky, you know all about when it's your day.
Yeah, look, 100%. I mean, I'm glad that Rudy, got it. I hope that I was one of the first guys to SMS him when he got the win, because I was rooting for him big time. What I wanted to mention is, obviously he's played with a Pro V and he's won a couple of Strixon balls. Now, I need to mention to the guys that, when they have their first win, there's a couple that follows, and it's because they're changing to the Strixon ball. So, hashtag just saying, play
Yeah.
with your Strixon balls and you'll start winning more. It's a great ball.
Paulie?
If that works, yeah, definitely going that way.
Yeah, so I've obviously got to play with Rudy, and his driving was solid. Everything was down the middle. And then what I noticed in the beginning is he didn't chip. He chipped nothing. He'd putt from off the greens. And then there was one hole where it was quite fluffy, and a chip wasn't going to happen. And you could see he was a bit nervous, but he hit that chip, and it landed right next to the hole. Wind picked up and just blew it back in for the birdie. It was
Oh, wow.
amazing to watch.
Wow.
Then I saw
Okay.
at about hole, I think, then about hole 16, I think the nerves got the better of him. Was his only bad drive, and I think he rang that, and then he just settled down and got into it, and yeah, it was solid from there on out.
Well done. Well, at least you composed yourself and you got yourself back into the game. That's the most important thing. That's what people got to remember.
Yeah.
What do they say? Pressure is a privilege in golf. Because if you have pressure, you're in a contention. So don't forget that. Let's go through some of the other things that happened. There's also the closest to the pins that happened on the day. Rudy got one on the par 4 10th. 13 meters. You're not looking wrong, Rudy. So you were lucky on that one.
Yeah, dude, that was the 10th hole that you hit the layup in front of the water. Hit a 6-iron, like 200 meters. Hit a gap wedge in and just stuck it in the middle of the green. And only Martin Tata was in front of me, like on, I think, 15 meters. So I think we were the only two guys to meet that green that day.
You could have been. I remember commenting as well because we were one of the later guys to go through and saying, "Geez, is that only where the closest to the closest in two is?" Ronnie, par 3 8th, put it really, really close, and then Riyad is like, so you're not reading wrong. 6 centimeters on the 15th. That is proper close, and that is a difficult hole. Let me just say, yeah. Football Alliance, Ian Holzhausen, Ronnie Volherter, Luki Janssen, and Carl van der Mulip, minus 15, 87 points. Struggle. You can see it wasn't easy out there, but congratulations to these guys who won the Four Ball Alliance. Let's quickly go to the best of the pars, and we've got the best of the par threes. Ronnie took it on minus 3. Well done, Ronnie. That 15 must have helped. Ian Holzhausen is right there. Minus 1, Jacomin and Leon Westhuizen. Are you or Rudy even? Nothing wrong with that on the par threes. Let me just see if there's anyone else here. No, none of us. Okay, let's go to the best of the par fours. Jaco Jacobs. I played with Mr. Jaco on the day. Solid, man. Very solid. Was always in the game. And yeah, he was there. Like 1 or 2 shots away, and it could have been an interesting finish. But minus 5 on the par fours. Well done, Jaco. Jamie Sherry, minus 4, playing well also on the par fours. Rudy, minus 3. There you have your minus 3. Are you there? No, we are not there, Mr. Paul. Not good enough for this crowd.
I'm nowhere.
Josh Datner, I played with him as well. Jeez, can he hit a golf ball? Can he hit a golf ball far? But yes, he can also hit a golf ball far offline. But yes, he can hit a golf ball. Donnie's there, minus 1 with Barron. Nice to see the low handicappers. Nice to see Yakumin also there, minus 1. So those are the boys. So, do you want to see what the rankings look like? And I'll get to you, Fricky.
All good. Yeah, go for it.
Jamie Sherry has pulled out a gap, and a big gap at that. 6, 7, 8 points. Now ahead of Jason. Jason didn't have the best day ever on the course. Neither did Grant. Also kind of went backwards. Leon Oosthuizen is tied with Grant with Donnie. So we've got a whole host of guys tied at 267 points. Paul, there you are, 265. But in essence, Rudy also 264. But your boys are a bit far behind. Jamie's really going to have to fall off the bus now in the last two to not win this and retain his Thursday League title. Yes, if you are not aware, he's trying to defend his title from last year and be the shootout captain once again. So let's see. 2 games to go. Lots can happen. Ibotsi next. He doesn't generally like Ibotsi, and I think Jason kind of does. We need a big swing so we can have it tight coming down November stretch. Flicky?
Yeah, it's going to be difficult for Jamie to throw that away. I mean, that's about 8 shots that I think he's in the lead. So, yeah, look, I mean, 4-4 in the end to make it a tie. That's going to be great. But what I wanted to mention is it's nice to see Michiel bouncing back. I had a chat with him as well after the game. He also made an eagle, chip in eagle on Glenvista, if I'm not mistaken. So well done. I think he made the top 10 as well on +4.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd like to mention Michiel. Well done. Bouncing back from McTassey.
Cool.
It's good to see.
Okay, so that's Glenvista. Are we ready for Benoni? Nice to play in the AM. We had a nice vibe going on. Everybody went off. Course, great condition once again. I think it was a nice day, to be honest. What did you guys think?
Paulie, you can go.
I know it was great. Weather was good. Vibe was lekker. Course was set out nice. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Thought it was really cool. I love the clubhouse. I love the vibe. Very good.
Yeah, and the greens was pretty fast though. I must be honest. I had a couple of shots into the green. It didn't bite. It ran. So trying to get that feel on the greens. That was pretty tough. The putting went well, but overall the day itself it was a bit windy. But overall, yeah, it was a lekker course. I'll be honest. That must be one that we have to play each year. It's a lovely vibe there.
Yeah, I agree. And I also agree with the greens not really holding. There was many that you kind of hit the green and it just keeps going, man. It would be nice to stick it, like throw some darts for a change. Not that we throw darts, but it would be nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Paul must have thrown darts. Here's the top 10. Paul, -4, making a par for 3 points in the last because you were -3. Jaco Jacobs, another great finish. I think this is his 15th top 10 in his 29 events. That's very, very good. And again, more importantly, another 390 points to try and catch Flicky. Amon, -2. Ricky Pereira was right up there, leading. He was at -4 at a stage. Unfortunately, the 18th hole got the best of him, but he's still a great finish and another haul of points because don't forget, Akasia also finished top 3. So he's made a few points in the Sunday 2 league, leading up into the Players' Champs. Lucas Burke, -1. Nice to see Ryan back in some form, -1. Vickers Lee. Steady as always, Brandon Fenter, the league leader, shooting an even. Well done, Brandon. And Dana Paramal, Wimpy Force. We'll have a look at the end, what the league looks like, because it was very, very important for Brandon to keep ahead of the other boys, and he did just that. Paul, this is your scorecard. You finished on the 9th, so you shot a nice little 40 on your opening stint.
Yes. Yeah, I got to the first tee, the 10th, because we started on the 10th, and I saw every 4-ball somebody was hitting it in the water there. So just made sure, put the drive down the middle and went perfectly and took it from there. The only troubles I had on that our front 9 that we played first was on 12 and 14. I went into the bunker and my bunker play was horrendous and bladed both of those. So I lost some shots there. Otherwise, I think I could have almost come in at level par there. The back 9, the front 9 was good. Again, the chipping just let me down, but the driver played well. Putting was good. It was quite lucky because we were playing with Carrot Sneyman and Vickers, and they were playing really well as well. So, and we had our team game on, and I wasn't thinking too much about my own game, but was trying to just keep ahead of them for the team game. So just making pars even when they were making birdies, and just keeping it solid to keep us ahead in the team game, and it seemed to work.
And then the moment.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah. Pressure? Not really.
With all the holes there.
You had like 3 putts for
I
us.
enjoyed the pressure. Yeah, look, I was looking at the leaderboard a lot of the time. I think it's different when you don't have a big lead and you're just trying to see who's around you and what's going on. You want to know if you have to go for it or what you have to do. Coming into the last, I saw Ricky was in the lead by a shot, and I thought I just need to play smart. So hopefully he gives something back, and I knew I just had to par that one to get an extra shot. So I had a bad drive, but then it was just a easy 7-iron up, gap wedge in, and then I had the 3 putts for the win, and only needed 2.
Fantastic. Only needed 2. It would have been nice if you made the birdie. You were close, but I can imagine.
Yeah,
You must have been shaking over that
couldn't
one.
buy a birdie.
No. Yeah, really?
So is that an exceptional score now for Paulie coming down to 85%?
I don't know.
No, so remember the rules has changed a little bit. So it is it's not a, I think it's exceptional though, but I think it's because it's the first one and there's obviously 6 games out of the 10 that count. I don't think his handicap is going to be affected that much. He might lose 1 shot, but yeah, I don't think it's going to be that much though.
Okay. 1 shot's okay.
Okay.
1 shot's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, he's 1 point ahead of me, so I'm coming for him.
Good. I hope there's a fight.
Go for it.
Let's have a look at,
Joking.
let's have a look at some of the others. These are the pins there, boys.
Yeah, we've got the par 3 Mala Tour voucher there. Mark McConaughey got it 2.5 meters. He did miss the birdie. And then Obscura voucher, I hope Paulie will enjoy that one. 1.8 meters on a par 3 8. That's a lekker prize to go to. Then Dirkie Miller, 2.1 meters on the par 3 12. That's a Suxon towel. And then last but not least, Tommy Venter again on one of the par 4s. 16th, the Golf Concepts voucher, swing analysis. Well done, guys.
I'll tell you a story about Tommy because he was in my 4-ball. Let's be honest, he didn't play the greatest golf ever, and he was struggling off the tee box. You know, you just wait to see where that thing goes when he hits it. And that particular hole in the 16th, it's not, I wouldn't say it's drivable, right? But he catches this thing and he flies everything. And he's like, oh, will that be okay? Never played Benoni. So Fat says, I think it's over the green. And he says, how? It can't be over the green. But alas, there are people on the green. So at least when we saw them after, they said, wow, what a great shot. They were so nice about it. But yeah, that was one of those that you don't expect to hit it that well and get through everything. Hey, Paul?
Yeah, actually on that hole as well, I did a really good drive then. It actually ran through about 2 meters through the green.
Wow.
And I was on that hill and I was too scared to chip it and I took a putt, but it rolled up. And I think I had it just before Tommy. I was about 1.5 meters away.
Okay.
And he must have just put me at the end.
Yes. But amazing. I wish I could be one of those guys who can have the problem of driving greens, you know. Just saying.
I didn't even try.
Well done, Paul. You guys won the 4-ball alliance. A great score, 96 minus 24. Yourself and Jenny and Gerard Brezernert and Vickers Lee. So it must have been a humdinger of a match. You did win 3-1 in the end. But congratulations for your yes, you guys must have all just been scoring points at some point.
I think Gerard Brezernert got 4 birdies on the day, and then Vickers got a birdie as well. And I think those were holes where I probably messed up, and Jenny probably had a few good holes there as well. So we were there. It was good golf. It was just at least 2 pars and par and a birdie or 2 birdies per hole. So it was exciting. Yeah.
And I think Gerard made like 4 birdies in 5 or 6 holes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's right.
He made a massive
he was leading
run
at a stage.
Yeah, like all of a sudden, where did this guy come from?
And I thought, yeah.
And then unfortunately, didn't keep it together,
1 or 2
man.
battles.
Yeah. Best of the par 3s. Vickers and Ricky Pereira, -2 apiece on the par 3s. Well done for a little 10-pointer there. Brandon Fenton in third. Whole host of guys on even par, including Yaku, Jenny, Leon from Arda. Nice. Best of the par 4s. PJ, well done, PJ, -5. Had a great going on the par 4s. Maybe they were a bit too short for him. And the driver was working, he was hitting it nice and straight, getting there and making the pars. Granville Williams, -4. Paul, there you are, -3 with Ricky, -3. Yeah, well done. It's nice to feature on as many of these as possible. Let's have a look at the best par 5s. Also, you see, you feature on more than one, at least you should win something. -4. So your par 5s are really, really good. Look at Dana, 4 points, 4 points. Bloody hell. But yeah, 3 points, 3 points, 3 points, 3 points for Paul on the par fives. Flicky, not too bad on the par fives.
Yeah, it's that last hole. You obviously saw the birdie putt that made my 4 points. That's the only one really. But yeah, just pass in the end. But yeah, thanks for that last hole for us.
Yeah. Cool.
Well,
Right.
I did see Fricky flop a hybrid at Glenvista. It was quite interesting to watch. What was that?
It wasn't a hybrid.
Wasn't
It
that
was
par
my
three?
three. It was my 4 wood, and I blame Jenny for
Oh,
that
you're
one.
forward.
But anyway, yeah, it was a nice blackout.
Oh, okay. Let's have a look at the standings, everybody. Brandon Fenter continues to lead because he had a good day. 285 ranking points,
Yeah.
and he's now got a big lead of 9 over Gerard. I think he had 6 coming into it, and now he's on 9. Donna Paramore is on 271, 3 further points back, so there's 269. So, Brandon, hang on, my man, and you could have Sunday 2 trophy in hand. You could be winning a year's supply of Strixon golf balls. And let me just remind you that Brandon's handicap should change because he shot that exceptional at Blue Valley months ago, and he didn't win, and he got cut like 4 shots or so. And that has now, I think, worked out of the system. So he might gain 2 or 3 shots. So Brandon could be interesting for the Eye of Africa.
Really?
All of a sudden, he's got a couple of shots to play with. And going into the rest of the season, let's see if he can use that to his advantage. Okay, now that the league games are done, September player of the season is looking like this. Now, the thing we need to look at is that Jaco Jacobs has tightened the gap. But Flicky, you're on 183. You got an extra few bonus points, right, for playing 25.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Jaco Jacobs, does he get more for playing 30?
Yes, he does. I think that's 5 extras. So yes, he will basically get that.
So he's going to get, after the Eye of Africa, which I think he could come close to winning, and he gets those bonus points, the two of you could be right on top of each other. That is going to be interesting to say. I think it's going to be a race between Frikkie Barnard and Jaco Jacobs to the end. Let's see. Hopefully it comes down to another one of those that it does every season, where it literally comes down to the last hole of the season, which is amazing because it always is testament to how close things are. Jason Ivins is in 4th, Grant Nell in 5th. Many of these guys need to win the players. Jason is playing. He's got an opportunity. Grant, unfortunately, is not playing. So there goes his. Gerard is playing. Brennan is playing. Donnie. Bernard is not playing. I don't think he's playing. So, yeah, it's getting tight, and there's only 2 months to go. The overall points, Frikkie, you are not on top now.
Hey, lucky Jakes. Well done. That's awesome to see.
Can I remind you, he hasn't won one?
Yeah, that's crazy, though. Eh? Most consistent player to date. I mean, yeah, that's pretty awesome to see. And like you mentioned, I mean, he's in top 300 odd points and still hasn't won one.
Still hasn't won one.
Yeah, I think he's going to take one at the end of, well, let's say from now on till the end, and that's going to change the dynamics big time. So Jaco is due for one, hey?
Yeah, he is. I have Africa, Bell. Watch. If you want to know what's happening with the singles match play, there were 2 games that happened at Benoni. Myself and Fats had a go. Fats never looked like losing, let me tell you that much. He went up quickly and I just couldn't catch him. I think I might have won 1 or 2 holes just to like stop the bleeding, but it was too late. He was going to lose. So well done, Fats. You're through. You're playing the winner of Frana or Grant. Frana played Quibus in the quarterfinals and moved through on stroke 3. Can you believe it? So now he plays Grant.
Yeah.
Jamie Sherry beat Martin at Glenvista. So he's gone through, and he'll play the winner of Jason or Kevin. And I think Kevin beat... Who did he play? Donna, right.
Yeah, Donna, yes, correct.
So he played Glenvista as well, and has gone through to this stage. So, boys, we're almost there with the semis. Let's go quickly. There was one game at Benoni. That was the Mad Mollards against Catching Clip, 3-1. You guys are through to the semi-finals, either to face No Time to Listen or TAF. I know you're really looking forward to playing Brian, Paul.
Yes, I need some revenge on that left-handed assassin. He's given me a few hidings this year, him and Mark. So I'd love to get them in the semi-finals and hopefully get one over them. So far, I've had no luck against them.
Oh, they're a strong team and they go well. I think most people have struggled against them. So that is it, boys and girls. We move on to October now so that we can hopefully, let's have a look, have a clearer indication of what is going to happen come the end. I still haven't replaced this graphic. I'm sorry. I did fix it. I didn't replace it on the show. Michalis Park, 5th of October. Thursday is Barca the 16th. Sunday to European the 19th. There we have it. Okay. Michalis Park's going to be nice. It's always a nice outing. 2T start. Just for us. Because it's such a long field. So that means you need to play. Because imagine what we look like. They change the whole format just for us. And then half the field are rocking.
Yeah.
Come on, boys. Let's go.
Exactly, yes.
Ricky?
Lekker. Yeah, Mazo, just to quickly put this in context, I see there's a couple of comments quickly. So with Jenny. So what happened on that specific hole is Jenny came through and then obviously I heard the rattle and I did stop and she did stop. So it's not her fault. I'm just making fun. It's not her fault. But what happened is she obviously came through, made the rattle. I stepped back, went back into it, and then just swung the worst swing ever. And I had to blame. It's not my swing. I had to blame someone for it. It wasn't the tee boxes. That was perfect. So someone had to get the blame. Sorry, Jenny. Still love you though, hey?
Okay. Kind of lost it. And then, what, Brian? Rudolph says, sorry, Paulie, you have to wait until next year to play against Brian. Because he's saying they're going to beat him first. Yes.
100%.
That would be interesting. We're almost there. Okay, Ryder Cup, everybody. We all got an invested interest. Rudy, are you interested to see what happens in the Ryder Cup? What is your opinion?
USA.
Okay.
That's
Wow.
what I say.
Yeah.
You think they're a stronger team?
Yes, my wife was so upset. It was just glued to the TV, and the guys got a whipping from Team Europe.
Yeah.
And I think it's time for some revenge. I think all the are firing at the right time.
Is everybody frozen? I don't even know if I'm
I
frozen.
think Keegan Bradley is going to be. What do you guys think?
Mr. USA Fricky, what do you think?
Yeah, look, Mazo, I'm a big USA fan. I try to stay away from Europe, and that's probably very unfair to do that. But since the Tiger era, I've always been USA. I think USA has got a good team. I do think Europe has got probably the better on paper in some way. That's on form, but I do feel that the USA home ground. It's going to make a big difference. Obviously, the crowd obviously plays a big role. It depends on how Rory is going to keep his calm and Shane Lowry keeping him calm as well. But from my point of view, I think it's going to be Team USA with at least 3 points. We'll see how it goes.
Paulie, please tell me that you're going for Team Europe.
100% Team Europe.
Thank you.
The guys that would pay to play there, they don't need to be paid. Come
Correct.
on, man. Yeah, no, I think Team Europe's got some good players there. Brings golfers there, but I think John Rahm, Tyrrell Hatton are like at least top 20 players. I think if they get firing, they could give the Americans a hiding. I don't think Patrick Cantlay. I don't trust him under pressure. Colin Morikawa has been playing useless lately, so I'm thinking Europe can get this one over the line.
I also think so. Once you get past the crowd aspect, I mean, because let's be fair, the American crowd are pigs. Okay.
Yeah.
They don't care. They got no etiquette. They got nothing. They got nothing, right? Compared to civilized European people. So that is what they have to deal with. That heckling and all that. From a Team Europe perspective, like pairings like John Rahm and Tyrrell Hatton, they love playing together. They could be very strong. It would be interesting to see who the world number one, Scottish Scheffler, plays with. I'd love to see him being paired with Bryson. That should be interesting.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, that would be good. I don't think that's going to happen specifically, but Yeah, I think he would probably be paired with a Morikawa. I think maybe a Ben Griffin or so. I think the gameplay is semi the same.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think Rory and Shane Lowry obviously will have a good team together
yeah. Some
as pairing.
things
So yeah, we'll see.
I was watching a couple of previews on YouTube today. Some things that I took out of the previews was that generally when they play in America, that the rough isn't too, because they're playing Bethplace Page Black, which is one of the hardest courses. The rough isn't too rough because the Americans would like to be able to go for greens and make birdies as much as possible to put the pressure on. So they're not setting the course crazy difficult. And then the other point was that it's a longer iron playing course, so it's very critical when you're playing together. Say, for instance, the the four ball,
Pairing, so.
that when the guys with the longer irons have more of the holes that they need to hit these longer irons in if they are bad arrows. Does that make sense? So there's a whole strategy towards what is going. And I didn't really know that the American captain can set up the course how they want because they're at home. So
No, I didn't know.
Yeah,
Really?
I heard that today. Yeah, so that's interesting. But again, the Europeans are pretty much unchanged, besides one brother, and I think that goes a long, long way when it comes to winning. Is to have the same team. Luke Donald is having two, home and away. That's also a different thing. So if they win in America, that'll be an unbelievable feat once again. I want to show you, I took some odds here because this will tell us who they think is the best at the moment. And this is to score the most points for their team. Scottish Scheffler, 3-1, as to score the most points. Xander Schauffele, they reckon, is now second best in this field. Russell Henley, who is third in the world, which is a good feat on itself. Sam Burns, Cameron Young. And then Bryson's only 13-2. I think that could be interesting. Patrick Cantlay, 15-2. Justin Thomas. Colin, as you said, hasn't really featured anywhere. Paul, Ben Griffin, Harris English. If we look at Rory, he's always going to be the favourite to score the most points with Tommy Fleetwood. The latest FedEx Cup champion, John Rahm, is there. Ludwig Oberg. And you work your way down the list. So afterwards, we'll have a look at some of these and see what people think. Some exotics outright win. So they think USA is the favorite by half. If you think Europe is 14-10, so USA are definitely favorites. Winning margins on the right-hand side, USA 1 to 3 points is the 7-2. Australia 4-6. Australia, listen to me. USA 4-6, 9-2. If there was a tie, 11-1. Europe. So they're heavily backing the American team, and there is also what they think about day 1, 2, and 3, that USA is going to dominate. I don't think as much, but it's going to be great to watch. I always look forward to seeing the coverage because they somehow elevate the coverage every time they do this. Because if we look at Rome, when they played there, the coverage was unbelievable. So you can only imagine the Americans thinking, right, let's show them how this is done. So I look forward to seeing the coverage and what I can learn out of that. But good luck. It's going to be great. And the good thing about playing the players for us a bit earlier is that if we go home and don't cater too long, we could probably catch most of the singles matches. Because say if they start at 2, 3 o'clock, we're going to finish about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
Yeah, then about,
Yeah. So it worked out in the end. Okay, so that's Ryder Cup. Have we got any predictions? I just want to look on the chat line. Peter says Team Europe. Well done, Peter, at least. It's only this fricky person. Donnie says,
we're going to get nailed here. Yeah.
Donnie, Team Europe. Right. Chad Kutzer got it dashed
Donnie.
us. Okay, not for you. Gerard Sneyman says, Europe looks strong on paper, but they play on grass, not paper. Rudolph says, I think you Team USA. We'll see. Europe to take it again, says Hansi. And then Karen says, Europe. Boy. Players' Championship. We've got our own thing going on. It's the third major of the season coming up, everybody. And this is where we're going. We're going to Eikenhof to play the Eye of Africa. We play this for the shootout. We play 36 holes, and we love playing this golf course. I think many of us who have played there often cannot say a bad word about it. And I can tell you that Mr. Rudy played a nice practice round on Tuesday. That was your first time you played there, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
good.
right. That
It's
was
a
my
perfect
first
person
time,
to
and I was
tell us
very
what the
impressed.
course looks like. Take us through it. Tell us about the course, Mr. Pretorius.
Yeah, I was very impressed. I mean, the fairways are looking great. The greens are looking great, very similar to Glenvista. You don't have to smack your putter, you can just tap it. And the bunkers are nice and fluffy, better than Glenvista. I know a lot of guys were complaining about the bunkers there. But if you're hitting a good drive on Eye of Africa, you're probably going to have just wedges into the green and do some flag hunting. I'm not a long driver and I hit a lot of greens. Just couldn't putt to save my life. So I was telling the guys I think a very low score is going to win Eye of Africa.
That changes things because I wasn't thinking so much, and he said that straight away. That he thinks. What do you think? What is your definition of a very low score?
I think one of the lower handicaps are going to win it because it's medal. But I think one of the lower handicaps is going to shoot like at least a -4 or -5 on medal.
Okay,
So I
okay.
think low score on a major on a medal game.
Well, obviously, I have some permutations, so we'll see what the prediction is going to be for that. Yes, we'll build it up now. I
Yeah.
just want to remind people what we're playing for. We're playing for an entry into Classic 26, Rudy. Even if you don't get an entry, it would be nice to have you there next year. You missed a great event. So diarize it
100%
and go and win it. Then you confirm because you can't give away a prize like that. Cleveland Wedge, second place. Third place, a dozen Strixon said stars. Fourth place, 500 credits. Fifth place, 300 credits. As always, we'll be finished early. So if everybody can stick around and celebrate the trophy handover with the champion, that'll be great. Before we disappear, we're all off 1T. Everybody, don't forget, Eye of Africa's a 1T start. Now, past champions, just so we know, Frikkie Barnard is trying to retain the Players' Champ title, which he won at Pekenwood. And then Jacques Gravenstein won before at Blair Athol in 2023. Jaco Jacobs at Eye of Africa got into a playoff with Grant Nell, which had to be extended to South Downs because we ran out of lights. That won't happen this time around, I can promise you that much. The only thing is, now that I'm thinking about it, is if we have to do a playoff hole, the 18th might be difficult because we've got a lot of field behind us still. So don't be a playoff, otherwise I might have to go down the first. Basil Wright, 2021 at Serengeti. Myself at Royal East, I think, in 2019. Dean Sherman, 2018 at Pekenwood. Wayne Jensen at Royal East, 2017. Albert Weigeld going back to, I don't even know where that was. Leadham, Rudolph. I know that was Serengeti because that was the first one, and I won't forget that one. Yes, I said Frikkie had won. And, I love to show Frikkie winning when he's crying.
Damn it.
So this was last year. I'll get back to you now, really. But let's watch Frikkie at Pekenwood.
Yes, yeah, Papa! Yeah. Off here. Off. Well done. Yeah. Well done. Well played. Thank you so much. Yes. Very nice.
Players Champion of 2024.
Yes, Mazo. Yes.
Celeste, how are you feeling?
Emotional now, man. Fuck it.
Let's see some tears there. What's with the emotion?
It's the one that I wanted, man. So yeah, it's good. It was a great game. First 9 was exceptional for me. It's great. One of my favorite courses. I shot my personal best the year before. I thought I was going to go that route again, but yeah, didn't make it, but got the players, so I'm stoked.
First Duckhook player to hold all 4 major trophies.
Yes, that's the one that made so much effort for me, or meant so much for me. It took me 3 years to try and get to this one. I had the other majors quite some time ago, but yeah, I really tried for 3 years to try and get this one, and yeah, finally managed to get it.
Memories.
Well, Maza, that was lovely, man. Like I mentioned, it took like 3 years after the last major that I won to try and get that, and yeah, it was an awesome four ball. And seeing that memory again, it's like I don't know what the hell is going on this year with me, with just crying, But yeah, it was a memorable event for me, making the Grand Slam in the end, and yeah, taking this lovely trophy. Yes, this
Can
is
you
mine,
hang on
man.
to that trophy? How's your Eye of Africa
I'm going to
play?
try my best. I'm going to try my best. Um, I hope to hit the ball like Rudy mentioned. If the driver can works, then there's a good chance. And I think my iron play is okayish. It's not a very long course as far as I know. So yeah, if I can just get into the fairway and get on the green, I think the putting is pretty solid. So we'll see. I'm going to give it my all.
Yes, if Ricky wins this, it's over. Can we just take October off? We're done.
Yeah, why not that?
Finished. We'll be finished. Rudy, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to actually ask on the previous competition on Eye of Africa, what was the winning score then? Obviously, it wasn't a medal game, but just to have an idea, you
Sure.
know?
It was a side game because obviously it was the teams versus teams, and I cannot remember, but I think it's normally hovers around 3 under, somewhere there, 4 under. Yes, am I wrong, Ricky? If you watch,
Yeah, I
Hansi
would
will know.
think so.
Hansi knows everything. He's like a encyclopedia when it comes to Duckhook. So Hansi, pop it on the chat line if you know who won it last time. Actually, I'm not even sure. A lot's happened since, but I know that
Oh,
normally
you
it's
see it in the player back and stuff like that.
yes. So if you let us know who you think is going to win, I'm going to show you the top 10 who I think is going to feature, and then you can let us know. I've got some interesting facts. Home of the 36-hole Duckhook shootout. We know that. Eye of Africa is a par 72 championship course that spans over 7,212 meters and is the 14th golf course designed by the legendary golfer Greg Norman. It is the first Greg Norman golf course design championship course open in South Africa. I did not know that. Ranked 40th in South Africa. The greens at Eye of Africa feature a special A1, A4 bent grass stain developed by Greg Norman, known for the quality and challenging putts. And let me say, Paul knows everything about A1 and A4 bent greens. Hey, Paul, what does that mean?
You know it. I got no idea. Is it like cutting on paper?
No. I think the greens are similar to Serengeti. Similar type of greens. And Highland Gate, isn't it the same? Yeah. Am I wrong?
I have no idea.
I think Highland Gate's got similar greens as well, so we should know something about it, at least. What do I have next?
That's the case, you guys are in trouble.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. If it's the same, then a lot of people are going to know. I wanted to show you what the scorecard looked like last time we played there in the players. This was 2022, where Jaco Jacobs and Grant Nile finished on 3 under. So there's an indication already. The last time we played a major medal, 3 under was the score. Ryan Jensen played well, -2. He likes Eye of Africa. Yeah, I think he's a bit of a dark horse to finish right up there. Gerard Gerbe, Jandre Henning, Jaapie Deploy, Clint Burdis, +1, Jacques Ramstein, +1, Kerry O'Connell, +1, Stefan Lombard, +1. There's a couple of names that moved on. But nice to see some of the old names there as well. So that is what it looked like a whole, 22, 23, 24, 3 years ago. I can't believe it's already so long. Are we ready to look at the field?
Yes, please.
100%.
Now, majors,
Yeah.
we remind everybody, is normally ranking based. So we take the guys who made the most. We put everybody in the same thing, where you made the most points. So yes, if you were on Sunday 1 and you qualified early, and then you went on and did well on Sunday 2, and you got more points, those points, the most points that you earned on whatever league, goes into the filter, and then we filter them, and then we have it. So, Flicky, you having won the Classic, you would think you would go last, but this doesn't really count in the league because it's the league ranking points. The only thing is that we had the winners of day 1, 2, and 3 of the Classic and the top 3 tee it up. They get entries into this event. So Mikhail's not available, but Cobus Kruger won day 2 of the Classic and Marius won day 3. Martin came
Okay.
second, and McKill came third, so they get an invite into the field as well. So this is what it looks like. Are we ready? Okay, totally as it goes. Shannon Schaefer is going off first with Kunrad Pretorius Sr. and Kunrad Pretorius, so they can go together. Louis Jensen, Marius, myself, Graham de Villiers, and Peter Zach. Martin, Tata, Barry White, Simon Mayer, Ian Holtzhausen, third off at 9:10. 18 minutes past 9, Granville, Leonard Duplasani, Luki Janssen, and Simon Harding. Nice mixture. And we say this for the majors because we get to play with different people. I mean, the league games, we generally try and accommodate everybody. 9:26, Kevin Ho, Kruger, JP Haman, Brendan Fenter. 9:34, Dana, Neil, Vickers, and Jean-Louis Dutoy. 9:42, Jenny is playing with Hansi, Gerard de Bruto, and Leon Oosthuizen. Good luck, Jenny. But that is actually a nice 4-ball right there. 9:50, Stefan Lombard, Frikkie Barnard, Ryan Jensen, Brian Owen. There you go, Frikkie. That's your 4-ball for the day.
Yes, Tiger, that's terrible, man. I thought I was going to be at the last side there. Yeah. But yeah, lekker voorbeeld though. Happy to be with Mr. Owen himself, Ryan, and Stefan. Listen, Paulie, I'll try and get into Brian's head, just to prepare him for the team
You
game.
do it.
Is that right?
Right.
You get him.
Delano's playing with Jason Ivans, Fats, Carlitz, and Via Farin. Also a nice 4-ball. You enjoy that, Delano. Lucas Burke, Jacomin, Rudy Pretorius, and George Hunter. You get another go with George there, Rudy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, that's lekker, man. I enjoy playing with George. He's a good driver, same distance, so you don't try and, when you play with someone hitting long, you try and hit long as well, and you start forcing things. So I'm glad I'm with like a quite balanced group.
Yeah, and he can be in your cart, and you can just go around and keep each other motivated. Paulie, you playing with Vaughan, Donnie, and Mark. That's not a bad 4-ball. I'm sure you'll enjoy that.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome with my birdie partner, Donnie. Played a few times with Vaughan and Mark as well. Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm going to enjoy it.
Playing with a 10, which is nice. And that's your saga.
All right. It's not too bad.
And then the guys who made the most points, Jaco Jacobs, Ricky Pereira. Ricky, take a screenshot because well done. To be able to be in a position to be going off last, that's a great feat for yourself. Riyad Isaacs and Henry Vermeulen, who scored the most ranking points in this cycle, over 1,000. Well done, Henry. You really, really did well. So you are, in essence, the favorite. So it's done like that because the most informed people will come last. So we don't have, in theory, the most informed people finishing first and then we want to celebrate around the green. Yeah.
Lekker. But yeah, that's looking good, eh? Matzo, I missed you. You were with Ian, is that correct? I can't remember.
No, I'm with Graham de Villiers.
Okay, yeah.
Was that Martin? No, Peter Zach. Okay. Sorry, Peter Zach and Marius. I think Marius is my card.
Okay, no.
I've got top 10 finishes. I'm just checking. Oh, okay. So that's what it looks like. The player pack will go out tomorrow. Let's just talk about some rules. It is a major. The ball needs to go whole. It is metal. It is one of those carved courses where it is kind of an Eye of Africa / Highland Gate scenarios where it is lateral drops. So if you hit it off the tee box and it fades into the rubbish, you get your line of entry. You confirm your line of entry, you drop their penalty shot, and you go. If you tee off and you don't even get to the fairway and you've already hit it so bad that it's gone right, you need to tee off one more and then drop it. If you hit that away at the front of the fairway, don't forget. That is pretty the most important things, is that we need to move because there's a field behind us, so we can't waste too much time having to hit too many dush. So try your best to keep up. 2 minutes to look for a golf ball once again. I can tell you, and Rudy can tell you, if you miss the fairway and it's in the long stuff, if you don't find it in a minute, you're not going to find it. That thing's gone.
Yeah.
The grass.
And you probably don't want to find it because it's long grass. So to try and hack it out of there, remember you've got your drop scenario if you find your ball. So in my view, don't try and find the ball if it's in a kakas.
Correct. Rudy, you're saying?
I said that course rough reminds me 100% of Ibotsi.
Yeah.
It's like Ibotsi. If you're in there, it's gone. That's it.
Yeah, for sure. Don't waste too much time. And I think we must implement the same rule as you have 2 minutes, one time. So if you hit it twice away, Sorry, just drop. We've got to keep going. You can't take 2 minutes and then another 2 minutes and then on the same hole. We will make enemies on there. Okay, I got some predictions here. So this is how I see it. To finish in the top 10, Jaco Jacobs, Vaughan Williams, Jason Ivans, Frikkie Barnard are all even money. Henry Vermeulen 2-1. Have a look for your name. I'm not going to go through everything, but I'll pick a couple. Dani Gelnays 2-1 is always there. If you're playing for scratch, he makes less mistakes. Gerard Bruder 2-1. Let's look. George is 3-1. Ryan is 3-1 because, as mentioned, he plays pretty well there. Who of us are here? Paul 3-1. So to finish in the top 10, I think it's pretty cool. Rudy 4-1.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong, as I say, everyone. Keep proving me wrong. I'm 5-1. Ricky 7-1. Yes, I know you're playing well, Ricky, but it is medal, so let's just take it as it is. And Shandon is not playing well lately. Yeah, medal changes the way you look at things completely. I always say I'd like to get to feature, but yeah, one day. This is more exotics. Winning score. So if everybody thinks that it's going to be even to -3, it's 9-10, because that's probably the most obvious answer. 4 to -6, 2-1. If you think it's going to be more, like +1 to +3, 5-1. 7 or better, 8-1. 4 or worse, 10-1. Because those generally don't happen. But the last time we said it, it happened. Winning handicap, 0 to 9, 2-1. 10 to 19, even money. 20 plus 2-1. Amount of snowmen, I thought it'd be interesting. I just did a quick sum. We're saying if everybody got a snowman, that's pretty much 50 or less. If some people make more, it's 2-1. You don't see people like Dani and Frikkie and I don't know who else making snowmen.
Yes, I do.
I'm going to ask Rudy. Rudy, choose one of each here. What do you think?
Yeah, I called it. I think the winning number is going to be like between a -3 and a -4. So,
Between those
handicap winner 0 to 9. I think it's going to be a low handicapper that doesn't make mistakes. And snowman, 50 or less.
50 or less. Sure, I actually think it might be 50 or more. It might be. To close the show, everybody, I've sent these to some of the guys who have been competing in this thing just to see what their predictions is until we run out of credits, and then we'll change the way we do things. But we are there. Frikkie, this is what you decided on. Take us through it.
Yeah, so obviously Players Champs, Dani is very solid. I do believe that he will be top 10. So yeah, that's a 2-1. Put 100 credits there. Winning score, even to -3. I don't think it's going to be more than that because of the medal play and fast greens. And then the Ryder Cup, obviously USA winning by a margin of 1 to 3 points. So yeah, hopefully with that I can redeem myself and get a couple of credits going.
Credits back because you had 350 left. You used them all up. If you win all of them, you can make 685 left. Can you be in the game come the next show? That is the big question. Paulie, I have yours.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the mid handicappers winning this one, and I've got a good feeling for like Martin Tout. I know he stays close by. He's got a bit of form lately. He could be a bit of a dark horse there. Winning score even to 300 sounds good. And then for the Ryder Cup, I got Bryson as America's best player, Hatton for the Europeans, and I'm going to go with the Europeans taking it. I think their match play and then their team unity will see them through.
Nice. There you have. You spent 500 if you win all of them. 204. I'm going to go to Jaco Jacobs. He's not on the show, but I'll take it through it. He says winning handicap 0 to 9. Then winning score even to -3. So I can tell you one thing. If that doesn't happen, there's going to be a few Oaks losing that one. Ryder Cup, Europe outright. And Oberg to score the most points. He's got 250 left after he spent 400. Hans Yaman, this is what he thinks over the two tournaments. Players winning score also even to -3. Amount of snowmen, I didn't put there. What was it? Less, I think. Jaco Jacobs to finish top 10. European outright. Yep, to win day 3. Which they normally do in the last time, so that's a pretty good one. After this, he's used 500. After this, he's out. Fats, one of the only people to make some correct predictions the last time out, and he took his total to well over 1,000. He said winning score +1 to +3. Did he? Sure. Okay. Leon Oosthuizen Leon Oosthuizen to finish in the top 10. I think he's going on that because of the form that he showed at Benoni. Because, yes, he can get there. You just have to see what happens. If he can hold on to a bit of momentum. Europe to win outright. Europe winning margin 1-3. See, yeah, he's a big spender, but he can make quite a bit back. Donnie, Jaco Jacobs to finish top 10. Jaco, if you're watching, don't disappoint us. Even money. Europe win outright. Then mine, to finish up, is I went with Ryan Jensen to finish top 10 because I think at 3-1, if I get that right, then I've pretty much covered everything else. Winning handicap 0-9, which also doesn't help because I'm contradicting myself completely because Ryan is higher than a 9. So I'm kind of saying he's going to win. So one of those won't happen, obviously. I didn't think this through. Then Ryder Cup day 1 winner, Europe. Yeah, definitely. Now that I read it, I didn't think it through because I'm at two ends of the spectrum.
But remember, Ryan is top 10, so he doesn't have to win, though. So
yeah, you're right. Fine. Sorry, you're right. Okay, I take it back. I made a mistake. Ryan top 10, 0-9. Okay.
Yes. So good.
It's all good.
Like it.
So we have that to look forward to, everybody. The show is over. Thank you for watching. I have 1 or 2 more comments before we say goodbye. Waar is die goedes? Jenny sê, ons speel weer saam, Hansie, haha, beste voorbal. Ricky says, going to be a great four-ball. The winner definitely coming out of there. Who else? Who else have we got? One of the ladies. Rudolph says one of the ladies to win. Okay, between Jacomin and Jenny. And then Jenny's, my husband knows well. My handicap is 19. Winning score
Like
even to -3. Handicap 10-9. Thank you, Rudolph. So, if Jaco doesn't finish top 10, yeah, most of you are gone. And if it's between 0 and -3, yeah, most of you are gone. Do we have anything else? It remains an excellent standard of achieving tour quality.
I think that's IF Africa.
Yes, great course. Look forward to it. I also generally play well there, so I'm hoping for a bit of a run. Rudy, thanks for joining us. It's been a pleasure. Nice to have you on.
Well done, boy.
Well done on your victory, and hopefully there's many more. Maybe you are the players' champion by the end of Sunday.
Anything can happen in golf, eh?
Anything. And I'm going to move it to Paul as well. Maybe you'll have the trophy in hand, that one next to Frikkie. It's a big one. Maybe you have it there with you. Be nice.
Yeah, I never played IF Africa, so it's going to be difficult. But
wow.
Rudy actually asked me if I wanted to play with him on Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday, but I couldn't make it. So
that's like a 6-hour drive for you.
You know what? But you know what? We'll go in there. We'll keep the faith in ourselves, and hopefully we're back on the show next week.
Hopefully. You'll enjoy it, I promise you. Yeah. You'll play there and you'll be like, that's why they play the team shootout here. Really, don't forget, you're also in line to play the team shootout. So in January, you'll be playing 36 holes at the South Africa.
Yes.
Frikkie,
Looking forward to it.
I'm leaving the last words with you before we say goodbye.
Yeah, I would like to say thank you for the show. And guys, we'll see you on Sunday. Play well, practice well. Go for the players, eh?
Very important. The players, yes, it's the 5th tournament of the month, but this one is really going to decide if the right people finish in the right spots and the ranking points go to the right people. This could really decide things. So good luck, everybody. Last comment, if you're wondering what's happening to the Classic show. People have been busy, man. Sure, we've had like 2 events, and then another one. So I'm getting to it. Because it's going to be nice. So maybe give us a week or 2. I have a lot to go through. Moi. Bye, everybody. Thanks for commenting.
Lekker.
Thanks for watching. I'll just throw it out there. I saw at one stage we had like 50 people watching it. That's pretty good. I'll take that for Heritage Braai Day. Cheers.